Hello, everyone. Happy, wait, yeah, it is. It's St. Patty's Day. It should never be on a Monday, right? But it is. Okay, so this reading, well, you'll see with the title once I get it uploaded. Trump is apparently talking to Putin tomorrow. So let's see, how does that go? How does this go for Trump? Let's see, what is he going to... I doubt we're going to actually hear the conversation. You think we'd hear that convo? Nah. So, as you can see, I'm using the Golden Dreams Lenormand, and I want the details as to what they say to each other, what is said, and what Trump reports back to us, if he reports anything. Of course he'll act like he's the big man, he's getting da-da-da-da-da. And of course Putin is agreeing to a ceasefire, and yes, because I really want that Nobel Peace Prize. Sure. He deserves a prize for terrorism. Both of them do. War crimes for Putin. Let's see. How does their conversation go for Trump? And if I can also get... There, I just heard stop. If I can also get what Trump will try and tell us. Yeah. God. Lies. I also wonder, is... Elon going to be in on the conversation? Is it going to be a conference call? Either way, Trump will be lied to. He will be manipulated. He will be conned because, that's who he is. Total trickster. Might as well be the coyote card, right? Okay, then we also have the owls. So, in this deck it's the owls rather than the birds, but with the birds, that is literally the verbal conversation. And it's dark, and it's hidden, and, there's obfuscation and subterfuge going on. It's a very dark, notice where the darkness is coming. It's a very dark conversation. Jesus. With Pandora's box, there's some new big old complicated problem coming through due to somebody's interference, and there's a lot coming out. I don't know if maybe we will get the information because the light is here. Okay, this is their long-term plan. Putin's going to trick him and act like it's, because, Russians always play the long game. But also, it's a trick to isolate. It's an awful, dark, interfering trick in order to isolate the United States from NATO. And Trump is just his useful puppet, right? There's going to be very toxic darkness, demanding loyalty, and I'm barely in the frame there. Okay, so he's going to demand loyalty, and he's asking him to interfere in order to isolate our homeland, United States. His honor with the public is what's at stake. This just might be where Trump really does himself in. Yeah, I mean, my goodness. Of course. And you know what? If we sit back and kind of glaze at this, I mean, gaze at this, I should say, glaze over with our eyes. These are actually houses here and rooftops. And, red rooftops, chimneys and rooftops, and we've got the stars in the sky. But if you could just kind of sit back and look, like I am right now, this is more like USA, which is not the meaning of the stars card at all. But if we go with just the artwork, betrayal of the USA. That's his trick, trying to isolate the USA. And he's wanting Trump's commitment. And no matter how slow it goes, he doesn't care. Yeah. Okay. Secret, hidden enemies, blocks, and obstacles with the mountain card. Putin wants him to, block, I would think, any commitment to Ukraine. Slow things down, block any commitment, slow things down, commitment, alliances with Ukraine. And he just wants to cut us out of NATO. I mean, you don't need a psychic. I mean, all you can give me credit for is drawing the right cards, is getting the right cards. But this is the message. Putin wants change. And improvement upon his, he wants to just cut us out of NATO. All right, if I keep going a little bit further, hold on. We have the authority. That's how I'm going to read that card right now. The authority of the transaction going on. He wants something new. He wants change. And it's really important to him. And I think Trump is going to give it to him. He's going to do his best to give it to him. And it may very well be his downfall. Because we've got, if I were to keep going, it's like, dream on and magic wishes, something surprising. But with the key, it's important. It's very, very important to Putin's authority, but also Trump's authority. Trump is the child that's, I kind of think he knows who he's playing with, but you know what? Trump is, I'll use a Kipper after this. Trump is, this is dementia, okay? This is all dementia. So he has his lucid moments and then he doesn't. So anyway, it's important for the authority of the United States, but this is really dark and super tricky, and our reputation and honor is a problem. And Trump is just, Putin's going to block him whenever if he tries to say anything. I think he's just going to go with him, it's like he's obliged, remember? He has those obligations. Remember that task report that came out? So the archway is about change. It's a lot like the stork. They're right here next to each other. But this one leads to, they both are a new beginning and change and transformation. But you have to let go of something. With this one, you just have to soar above things and look higher and go for what's right and, come back home. Well, Trump's not going to do that. This is improving. It's a transaction, and it's improving Russia. It's improving Putin. And the difference between the stork and the arch is that the arch, you have to let go of something to cross over that threshold. Well, what is Trump going to give up? I think it's our position in NATO. I think that's what that's what the conversation is about. And Putin wants, I don't see him giving up a ceasefire. I mean, I don't see a ceasefire here. I see a decision for the foreign entity, which is Russia. Okay, I'll just use the Kipper. I was going to use the tarot, but it's just, it's a little inadequate for all the details that I want. Well, I might use it. I might use both. Anyway, here's the Kipper. I wanted this to go more quickly, but sorry, I just gotta know. How is this going to go for Trump? How do I phrase this? Who wins? Who wins? USA or Putin? Who wins with this conversation they're having tomorrow? Who wins? This is Ciro Marchetti's Kipper. If you haven't seen this deck before, please don't ask me what deck it is. I always put the box out there. It's like, don't make me type. More than I already do. Okay. Who wins, USA or Russia? Okay. We know who the useful idiot is. All right, so there's change. This is a political card. Military. Change military actions. There's the bond. There's the partnership, the marriage with a foreign entity. Here we go with the not caring about who gets hurt, who works their fingers to the bone, who works under dim lighting, who's literally toiling and laboring for a foreign country. That's Trump. So there's change that happens within maybe a couple of weeks or 2 months, 2 to 3 months. The courthouse is our important discovery as to the gift that Trump is giving for money. Doesn't mind risking the military, doesn't mind any of that. We have a large community of people. Trump is always, always, always going to align with Putin. Always. And he works for him. Yeah, I mean, man, when it comes to giving, quid pro quo, all of that, both cards are here. It will be discovered. And I don't know who this woman, this younger woman is, but she's involved in this whole thing that's kind of hidden right now. Here's the grift. He doesn't mind risking. Maybe the way it goes for Trump later on is that there's a subpoena, there's some discovery, because, well, my question, I gotta remember, my question was, is it who wins, Trump? I'm sorry, who wins, USA or Putin? Putin. Putin's up here. Here's Trump. Putin's on top and behind him. Make what you want of that. Oh boy, and Melania's really scared and wants to get out from under this whole thing. Wow. I wonder if if Putin has some, well, of course he does. Well, there's no wondering. This is proving that Putin has dirt on Trump with a younger woman. And, I don't know that Melania cares, but she's gone. She's gone. It's always like this. They're never together. Unless there's a financial transaction, then they'll face each other. I have room, so I might as well go. There's evidence. There's evidence of money laundering, crime ring. It's all right here. Human trafficking, right here. It's all right here. And his reputation, mirroring these cards together, his reputation is literally when it's all said and done, more and more people will know him as being the demented loser that literally worked for Putin. And there's a honeypot thing here. And I think she got pregnant and she was trafficked. That's what I'm getting there. Okay, so we lose. Putin wins because Trump is the dangerous enemy who literally betrays our homeland. Literally betrays. But the thing is, he's already done it. This is not a surprise to us. We know he's already done it. And what I think might be surprising to him is the fact that the evidence comes out and he's the one that winds up. But, the dirt nap will come before imprisonment. But it will bring things out. It'll bring things out. Okay. All right. So how about just for shits and giggles, right? Let's use a tarot for tarot lovers. How's this going to go? I mean, I think we got all the details already with the others, but just through the voice of the tarot. Trump speaking. It's more like receiving orders, I think. But I got to let all that go. Let's just see, what does the tarot want to tell us? Oops. I hope it's not blurring. I need something to... There's a crystal. Maybe there's something we can focus on here. There we go. My camera tends to do weird things. There we go. Let's give it something else to look at. And then maybe it won't go blurry. Or make weird noises. Okay, so... Celtic Cross. How will this go? I'm just leaving the cards upright. It takes too long to allow for reversals. I'm not going to just flip over half the deck. How is this going to go for Trump? What's he going to give up? How is this going to go? Okay, of course. Here's Putin. He has specific things he wants done. Oh my God. Yeah, here's Putin. Trump's not getting past that big old wall. And, he's wearing the steel-toed boots, right? And yeah, it's like Trump is sitting in this place where I don't know that he's deluded. I think he's really afraid. I mean, he is deluded and afraid, and paranoid too. That's, born psychopaths are. That's why they behave the way they do. Okay, in the past, he's already given it up. He's already, we had saw those cards literally bend over for him. And what's up top here, boy, these are 3 majors right here. Wow. 4. Oh, yeah. 5. Oh, my God. You saw me shuffle. All right. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Whoa. My goodness. What's at the other end? Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, the tarot had quite a bit to say. So, okay. Conversations, decisions. Putin's given the orders. He has specific orders of how he wants Trump to work for him. Literally works for him. And if any card were to come through reversed, I think it would be this one, because Trump is not in his authority, not in his power. We have the real sick need to win all the time, which is coming from Putin. And the Poodster, as Lori calls him, and over the way of positive change, keep sending her prayers. She went through oral surgery and she's still healing. I think maybe she'll be back tomorrow. But anyway, we have Trump going back and forth. Okay, well, what can I give you? I'll try. We'll try. All right. Meanwhile, Putin's like, you better deliver, dude, because there have been promises made, and I'm getting impatient. This is Putin. I think this one should be reversed too, but honestly, Trump delivering, I think, is a part of that card, and in the near future. Okay, yeah, and who's got who's sitting on the throne with the big authority? Trump internally wants to be the star, and he wants that Nobel Peace Prize, and externally he wants to look like the big man who's so successful. But long term, he's in prison in this relationship with Putin. And here's another card that would be absolutely reversed, because we're talking the big fat liar. We're talking the big fat liar. And then as far as the order they came out, I think it was the devil next. Big fat liar, who is, what's the word? Enchained, and bound by Putin's rules. Wowee. There's a whole lot of majors in only 10 to 14 cards. Should have been 10, but I think I've got 14 cards. Okay, I'm just going to get this uploaded. Welcome your comments. Hope you guys are having a good day. Be careful if you're going out for St. Patty's Day. Please be careful. There's always Lyft and Uber, right? Okay. Bye, you guys.